The Black Death was a devastating pandemic that swept through Europe with an unprecedented ferocity. Originating in Asia, it made its way through trade routes, leaving a trail of death and despair in its wake. It ravaged Europe in the 14th century, killing millions of people. Entire towns were wiped out, and the social fabric of Europe was torn apart. The death toll was staggering, with estimates ranging from 75 to 200 million people. It is considered one of the deadliest pandemics in human history. The sheer scale of the mortality was unprecedented, and it took centuries for the population to recover. The plague had a profound impact on Europe, altering the course of history. It led to significant social, economic, and cultural changes, reshaping societies in ways that are still felt today. It reshaped societies and economies, leading to labor shortages that changed the dynamics of the workforce. The feudal system began to crumble, and the way people lived and worked was transformed. It left an indelible mark on human history, influencing art, literature, and the collective memory of societies. The chronicles of the time are filled with accounts of the suffering and the resilience of the human spirit. The Black Death serves as a reminder of the devastating power of disease and the importance of public health measures. It stands as a testament to the fragility of human life and the enduring strength of communities in the face of unimaginable adversity. The Black Death, one of the most devastating pandemics in human history, was caused by the bacterium Yersinia pestis. This deadly bacterium, which can be seen under a microscope, is responsible for the plague that wiped out millions of people. The bacterium was carried by fleas that lived on rodents, particularly rats. These fleas would bite the rodents, ingesting the bacteria, and then jump to new hosts, spreading the infection. The plague likely originated in Central Asia, a region known for its vast landscapes and diverse ecosystems. Historical evidence suggests that the disease first appeared in this area before making its deadly journey westward. From there, it spread along ancient trade routes such as the Silk Road to Europe. These routes were bustling with merchants and travelers, unknowingly carrying the plague with them. Trading ships, which were essential for commerce, also played a crucial role in the spread of the plague. These ships often harbored rats, which were infested with the infected fleas. As the ships docked at various ports, the rats would disembark and spread the fleas to new populations. The fleas, in turn, would bite humans and other animals, continuing the cycle of infection. The disease quickly spread throughout Europe, causing widespread panic and devastation. Entire towns and cities were affected, with the population rapidly declining as the plague took its toll. It reached its peak between 1347 and 1351, during which time it claimed the lives of an estimated 25 million people. The Black Death left an indelible mark on history, reshaping societies and altering the course of human events. The Black Death had devastating symptoms. Infected individuals experienced fever, chills, and weakness. They also developed painful swollen lymph nodes called buboes. These buboes often turned black. The disease was highly contagious. It spread through the air and contact with infected fluids. The Black Death was incredibly deadly. It killed an estimated 30 to 60% of Europe's population. Section 4. Social and economic impacts. The Black Death had a catastrophic impact on European society. It led to widespread death and social upheaval. Labor shortages crippled economies, and trade declined sharply. The plague also had a profound psychological impact. It created widespread fear and anxiety. People lost faith in traditional institutions. The Black Death led to persecution of marginalized groups. Section 5. Shaping modern Europe. The Black Death had a lasting impact on Europe. This devastating pandemic, which swept through the continent in the 14th century, decimated the population, killing an estimated 25 to 30 million people. The sheer scale of the tragedy left deep scars on the social and economic fabric of medieval Europe. It led to changes in medical practices. Medieval doctors, faced with the overwhelming challenge of the plague, began to experiment with new treatments and methods. This period saw the early beginnings of more systematic approaches to medicine, laying the groundwork for future advancements. People began to understand the importance of sanitation. Quarantine measures were implemented. and cities started to enforce stricter cleanliness standards. These actions, though rudimentary, were crucial steps towards modern public health practices. The plague also led to social and economic changes. With a significant portion of the population gone, the labor market was drastically altered. This shift had profound effects on the economy, as the demand for workers increased and wages rose. The decline in population led to a shortage of labor, which gave peasants more bargaining power. This newfound leverage allowed them to negotiate better terms with landlords, gradually improving their living conditions and social status. The Black Death ultimately contributed to the decline of feudalism. As the traditional feudal structure weakened, new social and economic systems began to emerge, setting the stage for the transition to the early modern period. It helped pave the way for the Renaissance. The profound changes brought about by the Black Death created an environment ripe for intellectual and cultural revival, leading to the flourishing of art, science, and thought that defined the Renaissance era.